Hello there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Try New Things, where today I'm just going to give a general update. There's a ton that's been going on here at the farm. Definitely not all of it's worth making a video of, but I want to show you a little bit of the progress that's being made, why we're making it, and what you can look forward to later this year. So stay tuned, going to give you a little walk around. Alright, the first thing I'm going to show off a little bit about is this back corner. If you remember my Dirty Jobs RK25 video, you'll remember there was a pit and a pile of trash back here in the corner, along with a lot of bushes, stumps. Cleaned all that up, backfilled it all, and seed and straw. So it's starting to come through, be ready to mow it there in a couple weeks. But wanted to get that done, and I'll show you why. Alright, if you look at that centermost middle of frame large tree, that is going to be the beginning, or the starting point, of a new zip line here at the TNT farm. The idea came from my daughter, and I thought it was fantastic. But before we go and build a zip line back here, I wanted to make sure we got the lawn all fixed up first. So we got that done. Now it's time to do our final measurements and order a zip line. Now similarly, looking the other way, the tree that's center of frame there now, that's going to be the end of our zip line. And I came in here, cleaned out a whole bunch of trees and stumps, and I'm still working on it. Got a little pile of topsoil here and a brush pile I got to clean up, but I got a clear path to the end point of the zip line. Alright, the next thing that we've got started, don't mind the bonfire ring there in the middle, but extended the driveway out the back of the barn out to the back fence. And the grade there drops off about 2 feet from left to right, so I had to put in an awful lot of fill. But I'm ready for some gravel, which hopefully comes this weekend. And I'll extend what little bit of gravel we have out back all the way to the fence. And what encouraged me to do that is I want to put my wood pile back there by the back fence. Now if I just rotate around, behind those pallets and behind those weeds is my wood pile that I want to move and put it over there. And there's a reason for that. There's a better look at the wood pile. And the reason why we want to move it is because right here where all this wood and a couple trees and my pile of pallets is where I'm going to build a greenhouse. So my wife asked me to build her a nice greenhouse for next spring, and this is where I chose to put it. Now, did get a good deal. Over there by the barn you can see a stack of windows. So one of our neighbors got new windows and siding, and he gave me all his old windows, which are still in really good shape. So that's what we're going to use to build our greenhouse with. But we're going to put it over here where this wood pile is, in the corner of what's kind of our back driveway. Now that project won't happen until late summer, early fall, I'm sure. Got lots of other things on the agenda to do. Now if you had the chance to check out my RK25 video on do you need a serrated edge blade, in that video you'll see that there was a long berm of dirt and rocks and sticks that extended well over 100 feet, I think. Well, this weekend we finally got it cleaned up, and other than a couple little rock piles, this morning I went ahead and put some seed and straw down. So that berm is finally done and gone, which is kind of the last main spot of the lawn that we wanted to get fixed up. So that's a big achievement there. Now the corn is doing relatively good, but something keeps knocking off a couple stalks a day, which is kind of irritating. But hopefully we got enough left by the time it's ready to pick that we'll have some corn. See, that's what I'm talking about. So what I did with the soil and the rocks from the remaining berm is bring it down here by the creek. And it tapered off quite a bit, and I filled it in. Still working on this part, gonna have to bring in a little bit more topsoil, but built that up about 3 feet at this end and about 1.5 feet over there. But my plan is to extend the lawn right out to the creek. So after a rain, we can enjoy our tiny little waterfall. Not much of a waterfall today. Well, as luck would have it, the gravel showed up on the very same day I was talking about needing to put down gravel. So got a good start on it. Still got a pile left, but that's okay, because once I get this stuff moved, I'm going to touch this bit up and then hopefully have enough left over for the floor for the greenhouse. But the next project will be moving that wood pile. It's been a very productive weekend. The weather has been great, if not scorching hot, but it's nice to get a lot done. So I used a little bit of that stone as well to square up the parking area here at the old TNT farm. So it's really nice to get that dressed up as well. Do have to extend my stone wall a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get that done someday. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. You can see we got a couple exciting projects in the works. Now they'll be a little bit on in the future. The zip line will probably come before the greenhouse, and hopefully we'll be harvesting some corn, and you just never know what we're going to do out here at the TNT farm. So if you have not yet subscribed, do so. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below, and until next time, bye-bye.